Donald Tusk, president of the European Council, has made a personal appeal to the leader of Catalonia to hold off from announcing independence from Spain, a risk making peaceful dialogue impossible. Addressing regional leaders in Brussels, Tusk, a former Prime Minister of Poland, who fought for his country's independence from the Soviet Union, said he understood the emotions and arguments of both sides, as someone who was from an ethnic minority, had personally been subject to police brutality and had led a major EU state. Yet Tusk said that should the Catalan president, Carles Puigdemont, unilaterally announce independence for Catalonia, it would be a disaster for the region, Spain and the whole of Europe. Puigdemont is due to reveal his plans for independence on Tuesday evening in his first address to the regional parliament since the referendum on independence earlier this month that provoked the standoff with the Spanish government. Tusk said, "I appeal to you not only as the President of the European Council, but also as a strong believer in the motto of the EU, united in diversity, as a member of an ethnic minority and a regionalist, as a man who knows what it feels like to be hit by a police baton, and as a former Prime Minister of a big European country. In brief, as someone who understands and feels the arguments and emotions of all sides." He added, "A few days ago, I asked Spain's Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy to look for a solution to the problem without the use of force. To look for dialogue, because the force of arguments is always better than the argument of force. Today I ask you, Puigdemont, to respect, in your intentions, the constitutional order and not to announce a decision that would make such a dialogue impossible. Diversity should not, and need not, lead to conflict, whose consequences would obviously be bad for the Catalans, for Spain and for the whole of Europe. Let us always look for what unites us and not for what divides us. This is what will decide the future of our continent." The EU has taken a tough line on the referendum, calling it illegal, and defending the Spanish government's right to uphold the rule of law. Spain is an important member state to the bloc, but Brussels is also allergic to any suggestion of a fracturing of the current order. Its most senior figures have repeatedly insisted that even if Catalonia's referendum had been legal, it would no longer be a member of the EU as an independent entity. However, after the scenes of police brutality during the independence vote on the 1st of October, Brussels tempered its language, while it was criticized for defending a government that appears to have badly mishandled a potentially dangerous situation. On Tuesday, a European Commission spokesman was left once again at risk of accusations that Brussels was failing to show leadership by calling for dialogue rather than intervening. "We called on all those concerned to get out of this confrontation as quickly as possible and to start dialogue," the spokesman said. "Violence, as we said, can never be a political tool. Catalan families are broken, people have fallen out." The spokesman added that Brussels had confidence in the capacity of Prime Minister Rajoy to manage this delicate process in full respect of the Spanish constitution and the basic fundamental rights of the citizens. Earlier, the Committee of the Regions, an assembly of European regional leaders based in Brussels, had heard a passionate attack on both the Spanish government and the EU's response from a representative of Catalonia, Amadeu Altafaj, who said Spain had acted like an authoritarian regime. The police had brutally treated people going about the peaceful business and seeking to vote in the referendum, Altafaj told the Committee of Regions in Brussels. "This is not an internal matter for Spain," he said. "This is a European issue. Rights have been undermined."